Libra, welcome to your next 72. I want to clear out these energies. What did we just get to doing? You Aries? Okay. Thank you. Okay. That's confirmation. Let's wait a minute. Normally I can timestamp this. Lucky you doing okay. Let's clear out these energies. Lucky, I'm gonna need some of my hold on. This one. I'll use this Lucky. I am freezing. It's cold. Lucky. All right, let's clear out some energies. Don't mind me. I'm pushing through. Normally, the moment that I feel like I'm sleepy, I will go to sleep. So I'm pushing through because it's not about me, Libra. All right. So, Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition. It's about both of us. Okay? Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition as an intuitive reader. Allow this reading to bring clarity, understanding, and confirmation for Libra for the next 72. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's take a look at overall direction, Libra, for the next 72. You see how it all works out? I had told myself, Libra, I said, you know what? I'm gonna try and do ongoing next 72s for Libra, and then excuse me, I love ginger ale, so hold on. I'm trying to get. You know what? This is not working. Look, we're gonna have to switch. I'm gonna need this because this here. You can use this. Here. You can use this. There. I'm gonna need this. Thank you. Because this is warm. Okay. This is what I'm gonna need. Okay. All right. Let me get started. And now that we cleared out the energy, Libra. Oh yeah. So back to what I was saying. So I was like, it was up in the air about me doing ongoing next 72s for you, meaning like at least giving you 2 next 72s a week, right? No more than 3. And still at this time, it's like I haven't got to that yet. So it's coming. Just, look out for it. That's all I can tell you is to look out for it. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse if someone is restless, okay? And it's kind of like you gotta you gotta have endurance. You gotta train yourself for whatever this energy is. Okay. I was just speaking about that, how I said it will come, just not right now. I'm not gonna burn myself out. And it's kind of like I can do my readings first thing in the morning, right? But I'm a night owl, so I'm used to working graveyard shifts. So normally when I'm working, normally I would do readings on the podcast and stuff as a little side thing. And then when I would get off of work, I would come and do readings and then take a nap, right? And so then my whole schedule shifted. Where am I getting at? If you have lack of direction in the next 72 Aries, it's because the Knight of Swords is in the reverse, and that's the overall direction. It's kind of like, Aries, what do you want to do? And I feel like when you're not focused on what it is that you need to do, that's when you get ideas of what it is you want to do. Compared to us, when you focused on what it is you want to do, it's not the truth of what you really want to do. It's kind of like things that will burn you out. It says this, Libra. It says you're full of energy, but you have absolutely no idea what to do with it. And I feel like that full of energy is always short-lived, like you get burnt out. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's like you're full of it. You're full of energy, and then you get burnt out. Why? Because I feel like the fact that you are air sign Libra, is that your mind thinks it can do what it wants to do. And Libra, you're the justice system. So with that being said, it's like your mind has a mind of its own. And when it has a mind of its own, your mind burns you out. So in the next 72, that could be the lack of direction. It's kind of like you're telling your higher self to shut the fuck up. It's kind of like you're coming back to the norm. In the next 72, you're pulling yourself back into the norm in the next 72. Let me go ahead and write that down. I feel like I hit it right on the nail, Libra. So Libra, in the next 72, you're pulling yourself back into the new norm. Or is it you're pulling yourself into the norm? We're just going to keep it like it was the first time. You're pulling yourself back into the new norm. Whatever that new, I guess because every day is a new day. I mean, just keeping it simple and not thinking too hard into it. Hold on, I'm trying to put it in the description box so I don't forget. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at additional messages now that we got that in. As a side note, stick to the routine. Libra, in the next 72, whatever has been working for you, don't change it up. I feel like that's what be burning you out too, is that what be working for you, and then when you start, what works for you, and once you realize what's working for you, you try to do something different, and then you get burnt out. Because the Nine of Swords in reverse is basically saying in the next 72, there's a lack of this direction because you have a lot of energy. And I feel like you're putting the energy that you do have in the wrong thing in the next 72. And that's why you're getting pulled back into the new norm, because it doesn't consist of a lot of energy. It's monkey see, monkey do. All right, what messages do you have for Libra? What messages for Libra in the next 72? We have knowing your kingdoms. Okay. I see that's why you keep getting burnt out. It's because you don't know what you want to do in the next 72. That's the truth. It's like you're being pulled in many, many directions. And I feel like you could be successful if you're a multitasker, Libra. You get what I'm saying? Which you are. You're the justice system. Come on now. I feel like, Libra, you will have victory. I think you just have to plan things out. And if I have to tell you this every week, I will. Stick to your schedule. And I feel like just complete one thing, like for instance, for each month, right? So for January, the first week, just do one thing a day. The second week of January, then do 2 things a day, then 3 things a day. And that last week of each month, you're going to do 4 things a day. Okay? Just keep it simple. All right? Or you can start off the month the opposite. The first week, do 4 things. And that's the second week, do 3 things a day. And then the third week, do 2 things a day. So that last week of the month, right, is only 1 thing a day. So it's you recouping for that first week of the next new month, which is you're doing 4 things a day, right? So it's something you need to stick to a time schedule that you can truly operate in your fire energy. Actually, you're not a fire sign, Libra, you're an air sign. So that's why you're being burnt out, is because you're consuming yourself. You're causing your own tower moments. But these tower moments are building you up where you are knowing yourself here. Okay? Which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. All right, what other messages do you have for Libra? What is this? We have manipulated in reverse. Okay. Libra, manipulate you? Come on. Manipulate who? Don't say Libra. I feel like the only time you can be manipulated is when you are being overly consumed. I feel like you're able to be manipulated if you're having anxiety, or when you hold back and you're vulnerable, or you are in an emotional state or an emotional situation or a personal relationship. I feel like that's when you get manipulated. And I feel like in the next 72, that's not happening. Like you may see energies and people that are coming towards you, that see you as a benefit. And I feel like you being pulled back into the norm when you're more in your higher self than monkey see, monkey do. I feel like it was more intimidating. And being pulled back into this norm is kind of like it's actually working for you, Libra, in the next 72. It's kind of like you have popularity in the next 72. Like for some reason, people are talking good about you, Libra. For some reason, you're very attractive in the next 72. For some reason, it's just like, Libra, what are you doing? What's your plans for the week, Libra? It's giving me that. It's like you don't even have to try hard with this manipulated in reverse. Like you don't have to go out of your way because you pulled yourself back into the new norm. Like, let's go ahead and see what other messages come out. Basically, you don't have a red flag over your head. You don't look like suspect or something like that in that nature. What other messages do you have for Libra for the next 72? Whatever. Someone wants to donate their time. Donate their time. Now, I already told you about volunteer time and spending time and investing time, whether that's in self or into a group, individual, whatever. Someone wants to donate their time because they trying to see for themselves. Nah, Libra's back to their normal self again. Look at this. Oh, private time. Because then nobody believed that you could snap back, Libra. Shit, you got a lot of responsibility. You are Libra. Come on, Libra. Goodness gracious, like really? Don't look, no manipulating in reverse. Like you're going out of your way just to see. Oh, that's what it is. That's what the difficulty is, Libra. I thought it was too. The difficulty is, how are you going to allow this person how are you going to allow this person, whoever's coming towards you, are you going to allow them to donate their time? Or is it turning into private time? Which one is it? Or is this you? Are you putting people on a schedule? Like who you want to donate time and who you want to have private time with? But just be mindful that you're not making hyper impulsive decisions when it comes to that. I just had to get that out the way. I just wanted to ask. All right. We have revamped here. Pulled back into the norm here. Another confirmation. What is this? Valued. I had seen this at first, but I didn't pull it. So, all right. That's what I love here. It's a whole new version of you, but it's like what people have been waiting for. And I feel like you've been waiting for it too, but you were getting to know yourself. All right. And I feel like you still are, but just in the next 72, just it's kind of like don't burn yourself out. The overall direction is the Knight of Swords in reverse, meaning there's a lack of distraction. You could be acting impulsive. You could feel restless. You could be unpredictable. It's kind of like, what? Okay, we'll see how long Libra is going to act normal. It's kind of like, don't nobody believe it. Or you don't believe that somebody's back to their normal self in the next 72. Let me see. What is it? Keeping it cool. Someone is keeping their cool. You don't see what somebody else sees. So this is letting me know that someone has changed and they're not going to go out of their way to prove themselves because they know how it feels to burn themselves out trying to prove themselves to other people. I know that's right. Don't nobody get nothing out of trying to prove themselves. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, let's go ahead and pull your overall focus. Libra. I'm going to need a new chair because this chair right here is not going to support my back during long hours. We have prayer and contemplation and Dharma unfolding. Now, I have some notes about Dharma unfolding, and I'm happy it came out because I've been wondering if I was ever going to get to this Dharma. This means you've been born with the gift. That you are being shaped by a situation in the next 72? Are you being shaped by personal needs or shaped by others' needs? But for the most part, is to acknowledge that you've been born with the gift. I've been waiting to say that, Libra. We have prayers. It says, remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. Okay. It says, connect with heaven and ask and you shall receive. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at rebel energy. See what you need to acknowledge and speak up about in the next 72. What does Libra need to acknowledge and speak up in the next 72? That you're one person. It says make better fucking choices. Okay. There's a little bit of gullible in there. Like, it's kind of like, well, fuck it. And it's like, no, you learned your lesson. Don't fuck this up. And in pertaining what you need to speak up about, it's kind of like, I'm going to just say no. Okay. Everyone is a work in progress, but it's kind of like you've come this far. And it's kind of like, this is not the time to fuck shit up. Like, I can't apologize for cussing because it's not time for you to fuck this up. Yeah, milk and honey. That's enough said. There is no challenge. There is no obstacle. It's common sense in the next 72. If you've been wanting to get taken care of, it's about to make itself known. Your gifts, your talents, your wants, your needs, your desires. But it's like you got to get pulled into this norm. You got to go with the flow. And, everything's going to be all right. And pertaining to obstacles is losing yourself. Okay? What tools that you need to utilize is learning how to serve others. And so those can come in to serve you. Let's go ahead and pull your Goddess Oracle. I'm like, Libra, you can tell me that all you want to. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and throw my quarter in the wish pond. Whatever that means. I'm like, what? Goodness gracious, the only place where nobody steals, we have fairness. The wish pond. We have fairness. All right. And it says this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. What I love about this, you don't have to worry about no dark magic happening towards you. I don't need for me to even read it. Let's go ahead and take that back. Let's go ahead and thank you. Boundaries. All right. Set your boundaries when you have a lack of direction in the next 72. Set boundaries when you feel restless as well. It's okay to say no. We'll work on it next week. It doesn't have to be like tomorrow and all these things. It's like, no, you don't have, you can do one thing a week and have the other 6 days to yourself and do whatever you want to do. It's just about now of you taking control of time and how you perceive time. Okay. Yeah, we have 143, which is 8, a new cycle. How do you want to be in control of this new cycle? With Mahat here, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Look at that. Working on yourself. Are you going to be foolish and allow time to control you, or are you going to control time? Because if you're going to allow time to control you, then you are not going to pull yourself into this new norm in this cycle. There's more that you are needing to mature in. All right. Areas within yourself that you need to work on. And I feel like that's your impulsiveness. When things don't happen right when you want them to happen. Okay. Let's go ahead and look into shadow energy in the next 72. Should we all have that? I mean, you know what I hate is how I could be in a drive-thru and be in the drive-thru for a whole 30 minutes, right? And then when I get to the thing, they push me through everything in 3 minutes. I'm like, wait a minute. I literally just waited 30 minutes per car, and now it's my turn, and I've only been here not even 3 minutes. Why am I being rushed? Oh, excuse me. to the, the little thing where you make your order. It's like, why am I getting rushed? You know what I mean? Hold on, don't rush me. It's okay, baby. I'll order out the window. I don't play. Let's be fair here, Libra. So let's go ahead and pull your shadow energy. The shadow energy, we have the Five of Chalices here. This is also like, you can't believe it either. Okay, this is also confirming the lack of direction with the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. Because it's like moments you can see clearly and moments you can't. Especially when you're in shadow energy, you may perceive things one way. It's kind of like encouraging yourself, like, yeah, I can do this, right? And you get pulled back into the new norm, and then you get overwhelmed because you haven't been, especially if you are a Libra introvert or empath. It's more so like you have this big role, right? This justice, this Mahat energy, Libra energy, right? And it's like, oh shit, all these energies, all these people, and now you're drained, you're burnt out, right? You have this excitement, but now you're burnt out. Okay, so it's kind of like going back, it's kind of like feeling like you went to an amusement park and you got worn out and you get home and you're sleepy. For some of you, you done started a new job, right? And you literally are sleeping and you feel like you at work, right? Have you ever had a customer service job and you making a whole phone call in your sleep, right? That's all that excitement. Okay, let's go ahead and look at feminine energy, Aries. So some of y'all is still working in your sleep, so excited, but in reality you're burnt out. Okay, for the most part, work related is good. You have energy for that, but you don't have energy when you get home. And pertaining to people, it's just more so like you want more from people than what you want to give at this time. That's some of you, whoever I'm channeling. We have the Eight of Inspirations. You are determined. I like this. And what I love about this is that you are determined not to play the game. And what I also like about this is you are doing stuff on your own time. You are realizing that you have control over time, feminine energy. All right. You're making a choice and you're pushing forward. Okay. You pushing forward is definitely it could pull you back, right? A disappointment could, but that's if you choose not to make a change within your shadow energy. If you choose to press forward and move forward and make the change out of this shadow energy, prayers are being answered. Real talk. So let's go ahead and look at masculine energy. The reason why I'm saying prayers are being answered is because you ask for it. So what you gonna do with it? That's the question. What you asked for didn't come with a manual because you already know what to do. Now that you got it, what you gonna do, Libra? Let's take a look at masculine energy. You're gonna plant. You know what? Well, go ahead and ground life into others. You're gonna show people how to overcome. I know that's right. The Ace of Pentacles. You said not only just because I'm starting anew and I'm getting pulled back into this new norm and I'm getting my mojo back, right? Right? I'm getting the energy of being determined again. You, it's like, shoot, if they say I'm selfish, I'm gonna show them how selfish I can be. Well, go on and be foolish then. Go ahead. Don't mean you can't plant. Okay. Uh, they say that the unjust gets just as blessed as the just, and I feel like it has that's your energy, Libra. So I don't think you're held accountable when that's your energy. It's like you could do what you want in that area, that arena. Real talk. You get to decide who can plan and who can't. And if you choose that you can't decide, you can. Do you need a juror? Because you're very, like I said, you're very attractive in the next 72. And I feel like majority of the time you always fuck it up. But that's the truth nobody wants to talk about. Let's go ahead and look at romantic oracles. We all fuck up, you know? So, especially when everything's going good, you know what I mean? It's not too good to be true. I say when things are going good. All right, you know how we do this, Libra. You focus your attention, I'm gonna focus my attention on you. So, what message? Ooh, that came out. Did you see that? It said very soon. It says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay? Shit. Pertaining to self is very, very straight to the point. So I feel like you know what you want. I feel like what you want is based off of what you think people want for you. Or it's like you're trying to find some sense of common ground so that you don't make other people feel like you left them out or that you're better than them. Like I said, remember I said the justice system is your arena, meaning there's fairness when you want to be unjust. Meaning if people say that you're selfish, well, you better be the most selfish person ever that you ain't never been, because you're being pulled back into the norm. That's normal. And that's what's making you attractive, baby. Let's go ahead and shed light. Dang. Because believe me, if everyone had that pass, Libra, man, if you don't do what you need to do in the next 72 and do it well, shit, you better do it like you've done it before. I'm not playing with you, Libra. Shit. Ooh, look here, the initiation. Okay, crossing a threshold. You better believe it. You better act like you've been there before. Oh, goodness gracious. If you gotta fake it to the make it, you pull back into the new norm, and it's attractive. You better fake it. I mean, like you ain't never. You, Libra. I'm dying to know what your story is, because this is basically like someone saying they a manager. You start a job today as a manager. You know you don't got no manager skills. You better talk to these people. You don't even gotta say nothing. Just hear everybody out. They gonna tell you exactly what's going on the job. They gonna tell you what needs to be done on the job. You better be the best manager. You better fake it till you make it. I'm not playing. Oh, shoot. And I am not playing. This is giving me whatever you asked for, you got it. And you didn't believe that you could get it, and you got it. I mean, you better be the best version of whatever this is, because it's a born gift. Remember, we were talking about this dormant. Fuck all the foolishness bullshit. Let's get to business here, Libra. Okay? There's no need for you to have a lack of direction. If you have lack of direction, it's giving me more masculine energy, but masculine energy is saying, let me help you. Compared to this feminine energy pushing through, and it's kind of like, you sure you want to do that? Because I feel like it's going to pull your ass right on back, like a rubber band, right? Snap back. So it's giving me someone being impulsive, and that's why someone's restless because you're trying to force something that it's not hard to change in shadow energy with the 5 of chalices here. Do more self-care, self-love, all right? Make better fucking choices. And I feel like those better choices is you don't have to do shit alone. And I feel like you get all the help and love and support is when you pull yourself back into the norm. Your natural state of being. Removing all of the highlights and the extra stuff, right? And just simply being and allowing others to highlight their existence. Okay? I don't know if you're going to understand that. If you don't understand that, then it's just simply just go with the flow. Okay? That's what you have to do at this time, is go with the flow. Let's go ahead and pull your affirmation for the next 72, Libra. That's why I said go with the flow, because very soon you will clearly decide on what you want. Okay? All right. For those of you who are unemployed, it says, I deserve to be employed and paid well for my time, efforts, and ideas. Each day I am closer to finding the perfect job for me. Beautiful. And then we have, you are perfect for me. Let's grab one more. It says, I forgive those who have harmed me in my past and peacefully detach from them. All right. That is your next 72, Libra. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle. Welcome back. Okay, Libra. Don't it feel good to be yourself again? Because look, we have freedom. It says, I set myself free. Well, go on in, Libra. All right, now that's your next 72.